This is the same jug, but I have used charcoal pencils to draw this jug, and I just wanted to practice making, probably that was a rock and some textures there, and I have some blendings on the background here with a bit of color there. So any shape like that you like to do, and it's flat. So if you start applying this tone here, you make it darker there because it's sitting this way, and then you go and do it with less pressure, very little pressure there. So I'm trying to create something that is three-dimensional. It's nice to add some textures. That means that you can do more things with these charcoal pencils. Again, blending a bit there, if you like the blending, or you can just leave it as lines. It's nice to blend because it produces a nice a soft transition until you get up there. And if you want to bring back a bit of light there, just use this beautiful kneading eraser. I like to have a very hard one because these also come in hard, medium and soft. So this is a hard one, just to create a little bit of more detail there. And more. You see my textures there? I can control the small textures there by using the hard charcoal pencil. And if I use, I don't think I have a soft, but I got a medium one, I can bring those textures just down here. I don't know what it is. I like to work, as I said, from my imagination. I like to work outside of it and do some background, applying this sort of yellow ochre there on the top. I've been practicing over there, so that will bring a bit of light, and this is sort of like nearly a pink brown blending. You see, you can blend there too. You can blend those colors by just applying on the top of each other there, like that, not pressing hard. And on the other side, I like to do something different because this is sitting here, so I'll use colors that are darker. Here we have an unfinished drawing that I was working on, and just to give you some ideas, many times we draw from photographs because there is no time to stop and sketch. I love to go out to sketch, but these days we rely a lot on photography. So I got this photo here on my iPad of this cactus, and I have drawn that using a combination of different drawing tools. So this is this charcoal. It's called willow charcoal, which is the natural charcoal, in combination with medium charcoal pencil and some of these color pencils. So that is sort of like an observation drawing, and I'm just using this medium charcoal pencil to add the spiky bits of the cactus. I love cactus. I think they are great. And this drawing is going to be, it's just a reference, it's just a sketch, because I like to do a painting, just a very simple painting of a cactus. And this other one here, just applying very lightly here, very lightly, because there's a lot of light, as you can see there. There's some shadows here, but that is it doesn't have many shadows, so I have to be very careful. And I'm using my tool to create the soft texture like that. Now, if you don't have this tool, you could still use a cotton bud. And I got my very light, and I got lighter areas, and I'm using this wonderful eraser just to pick up some of the dark areas, and probably to erase that because it's light, so you don't see when it's light, when shapes are hidden by light, you don't see much of dark lines. You have to be careful. That is sort of like advanced drawing, but in this area where there is not much light, you can go with a darker line, and it becomes then very light like that. And I could use even a hard pen, charcoal pencil. This is a hard one, just to create very, very. So to that, I'll see where the shadows are. So the shadows are like sort of like that, and with my tool, I'm going to distribute that a little bit, and with the medium charcoal pencil, I'll start doing. It's a funny shape. I think it should be this way. You know, I made a mistake. I never worry about mistakes because I know that it's always a way with mistakes. So using different soft natural charcoal called willow charcoal pencils, and this one will go my nice. Just getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of a bit more, and I'll leave it to there because it's just to give you an idea what you can do with this combination of charcoal and charcoal pencils. Having a photo as a reference is perfectly okay, because as I explained, artists and people who love drawing, rely a lot on photograph at the moment because life is a bit busy. So I'm just doing a bit of the shadows here and just less pressure to create that. I could do a lot more love drawing, but I like to leave it like that.